Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Renee Delascavage, and in this video, I'm going to take you on a journey of what I do to prepare for Sunday morning worship team rehearsal. So I asked a question to many of you, what is your biggest singing challenge? And many of you said it's those early morning rehearsals. And so I thought, yeah, it is challenging. I have that challenge too. So I wanted to take you on this journey and kind of show you what I do to get ready for those early morning rehearsals. I hope that something here inspires you and makes your preparation for Sunday morning a little bit easier. And this isn't just for Sunday morning. A lot of the things that you're going to see me do can be for if you're preparing for a gig, if you're preparing for, singing at another event. So, our instrument is our body. And so how we prepare our body is going to be really important. So I hope that this is helpful, and here we go. Hey guys, so it's Saturday afternoon and I'm getting ready to practice the songs for tomorrow morning. So I've pulled up my first chord chart here that I'm going to be working through on my iPad. And you can see I'm sitting here at my piano and I'm going to be going through these songs and playing the chords at the same time. So tomorrow I'm actually not going to be playing and singing. I'm just going to be singing tomorrow. The band is going to take care of everything else. So I enjoy both things. It's kind of nice not to have to think about playing at the same time and just like focus on being ready to sing. But while I'm practicing, I do like to play through the song. So it just gives me a little bit better understanding of the flow of the song. I know where those interludes are and how long they're going to feel. So I'm going to go ahead and practice through these 4 songs and get ready for tomorrow, and still have my water. So a big part of what I do on worship team, of course, is provide some harmony. So it's always kind of interesting working out harmony and trying to find that harmony. Thankfully, the 2 songs I'm harmonizing on tomorrow, I've already done several times, so I'm kind of already like locked into what I think sounds okay. So we're gonna give a little bit of this a go. Oh God, I need you. Oh God, my God, I need you now. How I need you now. Oh rock of ages, I'm standing on your faithfulness, on your faithfulness. All right, guys, good morning. I try to get pretty early because if I can get my voice going a little bit earlier in the day, then by 7:30 rehearsal, it's much easier for me to sing. So I got up today about 5:15. I'll tell you the truth. Today is daylight savings, or it's the beginning of daylight savings. It's November 3rd. So I did get an extra hour of sleep. Everyone else in my house is still sleeping, so I'm not gonna warm up right now because, well, that would probably wake them up. But so far so good. I'm getting an early start on the day and got my water. The first thing I'm doing today. So got that happening and gonna have some breakfast and start getting ready for the day. All right, I'm gonna be real with you. I still have caffeine in the morning, even if I'm gonna be singing. I know caffeine does tend to dry the voice out. It hasn't caused a problem for me, maybe because I offset it with quite a bit of water. But if you find that caffeine does dry you out too much, try to avoid it or try to go half calf or do something like that. But so far I haven't had a problem, so cheers to morning coffee. So one of the things that a lot of you have been telling me is that it's really hard to sing when you have a cold, when you have phlegm, when you have allergies, all of these different things. So just want to show you, I have a very simple routine when it comes to getting my vitamins, but I'll go ahead and show you guys what I like to do in the morning, especially during like the cold season, flu season, all that. All right, so right here, I've got my vitamin C chewables. Guys, these are nothing fancy. I just get nature made. If I feel a cold coming on, I will eat these things like candy. So I'm not saying that that's what you should do. It actually says 2 tablets a day. So two tablets a day. Now this is from Young Living, and I love it. I drink about 4 ounces of this each day, and it's just packed with lots of good vitamins, and I feel like it does really help with building your immune system, so it keeps those colds and all that gunk, it keeps that away a little bit more. So I know I look a little bit different. So I got my shower, got my makeup on, got my hair done. I always have a hard time finding what to wear. I want to make sure that I'm wearing something comfortable, that's modest, and has a back pocket. There's one time that I got up on stage and I had a dress, and I think it was Easter, so I was dressed up a little bit more, so I had a dress on and realized I have nowhere to put my battery pack. So that was kind of interesting. You just have to be creative in those moments, but I always make sure that I'm wearing something that has a good back pocket now. But we are outside getting some steps in, and I've got my furry little friends with me. There they are. So we're gonna get some steps, wake up the body, and maybe even do a little bit of vocalizing. All right, guys, I underestimated how cold it is. I'm like out here freezing right now. So we're gonna take a little shortcut to try to get back to my house a little bit faster. But I'm kind of glad that I know this so that I can layer up a little bit more before I leave the house. So right now it's about 6:45. We have rehearsal today at 7:30. So I need to be leaving like 35 minutes or so. But yeah, it's so hard to know if it's gonna be cold inside the church, or like sometimes the sanctuary early in the morning is pretty chilly because there's not a lot of bodies in there yet. That sounded weird. So yeah, so I'm kind of glad that I know that it's a little chilly outside so I can get some layers on before heading out. All right, so we made it back to the house. I cannot feel my fingers. I'm extremely cold right now. All right, so made it back, starting to get some feeling back into my fingers, and it is about 6:48. So I still have like 35 minutes before I need to leave. So I'm feeling good. I feel like I had something to eat. I've got my body moving. So I have a very messy kitchen here. So I'm gonna work on cleaning this kitchen and get some vocalizing going. Like as I'm doing that, might even sing through some of the songs. But first, I just want to do some lip trills, do some oohs, do some sirens, kind of get the voice moving, and hopefully get some of this stuff cleaned up. All right, guys, so we have been pretty productive this morning. I will tell you, it is daylight savings, so there was like an extra hour today, and that has really helped me out. One of the reasons that I'm doing this video for you is because when I asked the question, what is one of your biggest challenges when it comes to singing? Many of you have said it's the early morning rehearsals. Church singers, worship leaders, we do have to start Sunday morning pretty early, and that can be very challenging because it takes a while for our instrument, for our body to wake up and to get muscles warmed up and all of those things. So I wanted to show you what my routine looks like, and hopefully there's something here that is helpful to you that you can start implementing into your own routine that's going to make those early morning rehearsals easy. pretty minimalistic when it comes to what I bring to church with me. So I do have my Shure in-ears that I'm going to bring. I do have a snack. I don't love eating in between songs, in between sets, or I guess in this case, in between services. But I do know that if I'm hungry, I'm good. I don't like being uncomfortable and being hungry either. So I'm going to bring this, might eat it, might not. And then of course I've got my trusty water bottle. Thank goodness that the church does have a really great water bottle refillable station. So I can take that. And this is really about it. I've got some lip gloss with me and we're good to go. All right, guys, so I just made it to the church. And one of the things I wanted to share with you is that I haven't even worked on any of the songs yet. I mean, I haven't actually sung the songs. I feel like a lot of times people think of warming up as singing through the songs, and warming up is really about doing exercises. Think about, when you're going to go for a run, the stretches and the exercises that you do to get your body ready for the run, right? So that's kind of what I've been doing this morning. So one of the exercises I did on the way here in the car was just a simple yeah, 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 yeah. So really not even singing through the songs yet, just getting the voice moving. First service, second service is done, and that felt really good. It felt really good from a vocal standpoint, from a musical standpoint, from a spiritual standpoint, which of course is the most important. I don't do this for, the benefit of other people's compliments. I did get a lot of positive feedback, which is really awesome, and I love the feedback when people say like, the song really touched me, things like that. Like I felt closer to the Lord through that worship song. Like those things I really, really love hearing. So I did get, like I had a friend that she texted me. It was like, you really killed it during the first service. And I love actually that she gave me like some specific things that she noticed. And she said that when I sang this one particular song, it seemed effortless and without strain. Like, yes, that is so awesome, because I want it to sound that way so that it's not distracting. I want people to be free to worship, and I don't want my voice to sound strained or to sound off. That's gonna like take people out of the moment. So that was really awesome. And then she said that the control I had on the sustained notes was particularly good. So I'm like, yes, this is great. So I do this kind of like whole routine in the morning before church, and it might seem like a lot. It might seem like I'm overthinking it, but when I'm getting that kind of feedback from people and I'm hearing how the people are brought into worship, like, yes, this is worth it. This is worth that extra effort to get prepared, to prepare my body, to prepare my instrument, and to prepare my heart for worship. So I hope that this video resonated with you. I hope that something here was inspiring to you, and thank you so much for coming along with me for the ride.